So coming into our final section of our Vinyasa flow sequence is our reclined postures, our supta being reclined. So taking the feet out in front of you, ground through the feet there, just lift through the spine and take a nice slow controlled roll down. So draw the abdomen back towards the lower back, tilt the pelvis underneath you, and then roll down. You draw draw the lower back down, the middle back, the upper back, and then the shoulders. Last thing to come down is the back of the head. Draw the chin in towards the chest, draw the right knee in, left knee in, into Apanasana. And just rotate through the knees. You circle the knees one way as you massage through the spine. Circle the knees the other way. Be aware of taking any tension into the throat here. So always just be aware of your neck alignment. And then from here, place the soles of the feet down. We're going to come into a bridge pose. Place the palms down to touch the back of the heels. Press through the palms as you raise the hips, tilt the pelvis up towards the sky, draw the chin in towards the chest. You can interlace the fingers underneath the body as you roll deeper onto the backs of the shoulders. Keep reaching up the hips towards the sky. Nice deep breaths, and then slowly release the hands and roll down through the spine. From here, right leg lifts, left leg lifts, right arm lifts, left arm lifts. And come into dead bug. You can take a bend into the knee, just allow the body to remain heavy. Sway from side to side, just feel the whole of the back body underneath you. Close the eyes and stay in dead bug for a few deep breaths. So following on from all of our quite dynamic Vinyasa flow sequence with our standing postures, this just allows the parasympathetic nervous system to really come into play. Also great for lymphatic drainage. Just feel truly connected to the earth underneath you. And then circle through the wrists, circle through the ankles, rotating one way, feeling those clicks and those crunches, taking it nice and slow, going the other way, circling the ankles, circling the wrists. Aware of that throat, that tension into the neck. And then slowly draw the hands back, down over the shins, draw the knees in towards the chest. Going to take a nice twist so the arms come out to the side of the body into cactus pose. So that's a bend into the elbows at 90 degrees. Release the feet down towards the mat. And again, draw that lower back down. And as you exhale, drop the knees over to the right side and turn the head towards that left palm. Close the eyes if you need to here. Just allow the breath to release any further tension within the body. And then inhale, head comes into center, knees come into center. Realign yourself once more. And then exhale, knees over to the left, head over to the right. Close the eyes. Draw that right shoulder down towards the mat. And inhale, head comes to center, knees come to center. Draw those knees in towards the chest once more. Circle one way, circle the other. Massage through the spine. Going to come into a supported shoulder stand. So the legs go up towards the sky. Just give yourself a little wiggle and you just come into a supported shoulder stand here. So it doesn't have to be too high. So the legs, ideally, the feet can come in line with the hips. Try and draw those elbows in towards the midline. And then from here, you release the legs back behind you. You can take a bend into the knee. Feet can come down to the mat, or you can rest the knees onto the forehead. Keep that length into the spine. This is your supported Halasana. And if you wish to, you can release those toes and keep that length into the spine. You can release the hands down to the mat, palms face down as you really come onto the backs of the shoulders here and lengthen through the neck. And then very slowly with control, you use those hands as brakes as you slowly with control, using that core to roll down through the spine, trying not to take tension again into the throat. So draw the chin in towards the chest. When you get to 90 degrees within the legs and the body, taking that nice, slow, controlled release of the legs down towards the mat. Draw the abdomen in towards the lower back in towards the mat. Taking no tension in towards the throat, take nice, deep breaths. Slowly release, let go, shake it all out to the sides. Take a few breaths in Shavasana. From here, I'm going to come into our fish pose. So your choice of fish, you can either use the support underneath the shoulders, or you can come into an active fish with the hands underneath the buttocks, with the thumbs touching. Draw the elbows in towards the midline, press into the palms, the elbows and the forearms to open through the chest, and maybe the head comes back behind you, or maybe it looks forward along the body. This is still beneficial because you're still opening through the chest and the shoulders, you're just not taking any tension in towards the neck. So you can take your level. Nice deep breaths here. And then slowly release the head back behind you. Release the arms and then come into your Shavasana. So again, just make tiny adjustments to really be as comfortable as you can in your final relaxation of Shavasana. And I'm going to leave you right there. And thank you for joining me.